Good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to make crepes. What are crepes? Crepes are a very thin pancake, usually made by using wheat flour, but today I'm going to use white flour instead. The word crepe comes from France, specifically northwest France in Brittany. What does crepe mean? It translates to English meaning curled. Now, it's considered a national dish, and they have become very popular in North and South America. In France, they are typically served with cider. How do you eat crepes? Well, you can fill them with whatever you want. My favorite is with powdered sugar and peanut butter, which Dakota Heim once showed me. But many other people use cottage cheese, ham, cheese, spinach, eggs, or even syrup, whipped cream, and fruit. You can eat crepes at any meal and fill them with whatever you want. Now it's on to cooking the crepes. Our recipe includes 4 eggs, a 1/4 tablespoon of salt, 2 cups of flour, 2 1/4 cup of milk, and a 1/4 cup of melted butter. First, you gradually want to add the eggs and the flour and the milk, because if you add it all at once, you're going to get a mess and it's just going to all clump together. So first, 1/2 cup of flour. Basically, you just slowly start adding, and when you first add your first batch of milk and flour and egg, you're going to want to be whisking after you get your egg in, and make sure you get your butter and your salt in, and then you get your egg. Okay? And then you just gradually start whisking, and then you just slowly start keeping up that process. So then once again, you just keep stirring. Add another 1/2 cup of flour, add some more milk, add another egg, and keep on stirring. You're going to want to repeat this process. You repeat it 3 times total. You do it 4 total times, but you repeat it the 3 times. So now you're blending a cup of flour, 2 eggs, 2 cups of milk. You have your salt and your butter is already in there. And basically now you just keep on gradually adding. Just keep on stirring. The consistency keeps on thickening up a little bit. You just want to keep sure that you keep that whisk going, except for when you're putting your egg. I mean, if you can stop, that's fine. So when you go ahead, put in your other egg, and just keep on stirring. The consistency gets kind of a yellow. It's a pretty thick consistency. Basically, I've mostly always had these when I have my breakfast. I've never really had them for a lunch or a supper. Like I said, you can have them at any other meal. I've only had them for breakfast, but I'm sure they would be very good with any other meal. So now you're going to add your last 1/2 cup of flour, your last egg, and your last little bit of milk. And you just start stirring again. So you're just going to stir this all together, and you get this big old batter. Typically this is going to make about 32 to 36 crepes. So it's a very big portion. We just want to make sure you keep whisking it and stirring it. You can use a handheld whisk like I am, or you can use an electric mixer. But sometimes that can create a mess depending if you have the control for it or not. Now that we have this all stirred up, it has to sit in the refrigerator for 1 hour. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and we'll be back in 1 hour. Alright, now the crepes have had an hour to chill, and we're finally ready to cook them. Basically, all you're going to do is just pour them on the griddle. You try to get a nice circle. Alright. Now I preheated my griddle to 300 degrees. So now it shouldn't take too long to cook at all, and we'll be ready to eat them. Basically how you can judge them is it's just kind of like a pancake when they start kind of getting that little thickness to them, and It's pretty much your own judgment. They don't get the bubbles. They get a little bit of bubbles, but not anything like they do in the pancakes where it's a good indicator. It's kind of your own judgment on them. So now we just sit here. They don't take long to cook at all. I mean, with them being so thin, they're pretty quick. Alright, so like I said, I mean, it just flipped as quick as that. While you're waiting for them to cook, I mean, make sure you don't leave them unattended for too long. But while you wait for them to cook, you can get out your favorite syrups or whatever you're going to put on them and get ready to enjoy them. Because before you know it, there you have them. You got your crepes, and there you have it. French crepes. Bon appetit.